do everything in 4-minute intervals, folks. So it's been 4 minutes now, the first 4, and I do 4, 4. So 4-minute intervals 4 times. So I'm gonna flip these over. This is their very first time. New York grilling steaks. Hi folks, good evening. Mr. Garry here in front of the outdoor kitchen, getting ready to do an outdoor barbecue in the middle of a Canadian winter. It is currently a -8 degrees Celsius. Look at the steam coming from my breath. You do the converting. What is a -8 degrees Celsius in Fahrenheit? Let me know in the comments. We're getting ready to go in the outdoors kitchen, as I said, and you are welcome to join me. Let's go inside and see what we are cooking this evening for our supper. Barbecue, folks, in the middle of a Canadian winter. This is our outdoor kitchen, folks, and it is February the 9th today, I do believe, and it is, as I said, a -8 degrees. But let's go inside the outdoor kitchen. It's a bit warmer than that inside the outdoor kitchen. And I already have the barbecue started, and it is warming up. And let's see what the temps are already on this barbecue. It is approaching 400 degrees Fahrenheit, I do believe. So let me lift this cover up. Let me get the cleaner here, the brush, and clean off some of the residue from our last barbecue, which wasn't that long ago. Get it all cleaned up there now, Mr. Garry. Get that grill all cleaned. And we are going to be putting on, let's see. What is our food? Our protein. It's our protein this evening. We have some prime rib steaks, and we have some honey garlic sausages. That's our protein. That's what's going on the grill this evening. So join me for that. So I'm getting ready now to put these honey garlic sausages on the grill. So I've got my Swiss Army knife here. I'm going to poke some holes in these sausages so that some of the fat and grease that's inside these sausages render out and go down into the grill, and that way it won't fire up too much. And I'm going to use my knife to cut open this plastic bag right here, because we've had these steaks now marinating for about a half hour or so, and I'm going to get ready now to put them on the grill. Okay, let's get those honey garlic sausages on the grill, folks. I'm going to put them over there. Hear the sizzling? Oh, that's going to be great, I can tell you that. Look at that. Honey garlic sausages on our next grill this evening. February the 9th, I do believe. And we are, as I said earlier, we are in the middle of a Canadian winter, but we are not deterred. We're tough people here in Gander, I can tell you that. There's the sausages. Now I'm putting on the prime rib. I think they're prime rib, or they might be New York steaks. I'm not quite sure. We'll see. Looks like they got part of the T-bone, so if they got part of the T-bone, then they're New York grilling steaks, I do believe. If you find me incorrect on that, then you can correct me in the comments. Look at that. There's 2. And here's the third one. I do believe they are New York grilling steaks. And we'll see about that. Okay, so there's 3. 3 beautiful steaks. One for Mr. Garry, one for Mrs. Betty, and one for Miss Katie. There you go. New York steaks and honey garlic sausages on our grill this evening. On our next grill. Let me pull down the cover so we can have a look at the brand name right there. Next grill. A beautiful, beautiful grill, I can tell you that. We've used this one out quite often. We are in our outdoor kitchen. This is our outdoor kitchen with lots of appliances. Even though there's lots of snow and it's cold and all that outside, I have this plexiglass window here. I'm going to have to open this one to let some of the... Okay, it's kind of froze up, I think. So see if I can get it open. Let out some of the smoke for the barbecue. Here you go. Okay, I've got a screen door here as well, so I can open that one if I need to and let out some of the smoke from the grill. But we're all ready to go, folks, and enjoy this barbecue this evening. It's time to flip these steaks over and those honey garlic sausages over. I do everything in 4-minute intervals, folks. So it's been 4 minutes now, the first 4, and I do 4, 4. So 4-minute intervals 4 times. So I'm going to flip these over. This is their very first time. New York grilling steaks. Okay, so it's the first time. And I have my heat on around halfway here, as you can see. Time to turn these sausages over as well. They're starting to brown a little bit. Okay, a little bit, almost too much. So very soon, I might have to put those up on the rack up above. So I'm going to watch these a little bit more carefully, Mr. Garry. Honey garlic sausages, New York grilling steaks on an X grill. I want to talk a little bit about our barbecue of choice today. We are using a sugar-free, no sugar added barbecue sauce. This barbecue sauce is prepared in Canada, in Mississauga, Ontario, and the brand is Our Finest. Artisan style barbecue sauce, no sugar added. It is a great barbecue sauce for anyone with sugar issues like diabetes and those kinds of things. So we will make sure we're using that today, and we're going to do a great job preparing these steaks and these honey garlic sausages for our supper this evening. Miss Betty is in the house. She's doing corn, she's doing mushrooms and onions, and she's doing baby potatoes. That is indeed correct for the side dishes with our barbecue this evening. So that's all going to be great, folks. Everything is doing oh so very, very well on this barbecue this evening, folks. 3 New York steaks and 5 honey garlic sausages on a Next grill. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Now, I'm going to be very, very careful and watch this for the next few minutes. I'm down to the last 4 minutes. I flipped them now 3 times. This is the last time, and they'll be ready to come off the grill. But before I do that, I have to put on our barbecue of choice, which is, as I said earlier, Our Finest, no sugar added, artisan style barbecue sauce made in Mississauga, Ontario. There you go. So I'm going to be spreading it on very, very soon for the very last 4-minute interval. Time to add the barbecue sauce, folks. We're going to put this no sugar added barbecue sauce on these 3 New York steaks. Here we go, Mr. Garry. Okay, we'll do that, and then we'll get the brush and we'll spread this out. Okay, we also have the honey garlic sausages up on the rack by now. There's a little bit of fire on the go here, but we have the steaks away from that. Spreading out the barbecue sauce on this side. We'll flip these bad boys in a second. Watching that fire very closely, folks. Okay, moving our steaks. I know I've already turned off one of the burners, so let me move these steaks out of the way until this fire dies down. Do that. Now, I'm also going to watch those sausages up here. I'm going to move them a little bit close together, and I'm going to have some barbecue sauce to those as well. There we go, Mr. Garry. Get some sauce poured on these. Okay, this one is pretty much empty, so we're probably going to have to, okay, so get that on there. So we're probably going to have to open up the other one. We'll see how that goes. We may not have to, but we might. We'll see, we'll see. Now, spread that out on these. Our Finest, no sugar added, barbecue sauce, Canadian made. Look at that. Delish, delish. Okay, the fire is dying down on the grill, so we might move those steaks back now, Mr. Garry. And as we do so, we're going to flip them on the barbecue side, and we're going to add a little bit more barbecue sauce. I think we can manage to get by without opening the other one. Let's see if we can do that. Okay, I think I got enough on that one. And I think I got enough on that one. And I think I got enough on that one. Let's see if I can empty this one. Okay, here we go. Now, let's spread that out as well. no sugar added. Great for persons with diabetes and other issues regarding sugar, too much sugar and all that kind of stuff. Okay, so these are all ready almost to bring inside. Now I'm just going to turn those, rotate them 180. Here we go, Mr. Garry. There we go. Now let that simmer there away. And let those steaks simmer away for a few more minutes. I only have 2 burners on, and I have it on low there now. So there we go. I'm going to put the cover down on this next grill. There you go. Let the heat build up just a little bit. It's gone down quite a bit now because I had the cover up. So we'll let that heat get up to around 300. And when it gets to 300 degrees Fahrenheit, we'll take those steaks off the grill. Okay, let's check the heat. The heat on this barbecue has actually gone up to about 380 actually. So it's time for sure to take these steaks off. And let's get them in the tray and we'll be taking those in the house for sure. There we go, 2. And let's go back for the 3rd one, Mr. Garry, and get those steaks in that tray. We're going to take the honey garlic sausages as well and put them in the tray. Okay, now hopefully we'll get them in the house without losing too much heat. It is, like I said, a minus 8 degrees here right now. Okay, there's all of the steaks. Now, we didn't use the other one. We never even opened it, so we can put that barbecue sauce right there on top. We'll carry that inside. We'll carry in the brush, and we're going to turn off this grill. Okay, open up the door and turn off the tank as well. Do that, Mr. Garry. Reach in there and turn off the tank. We don't want to waste any propane. So turn that off. We'll put the cover down. And we are headed inside the house now. And look at that. Look at all the snow in our backyard, folks. Lots of snow. We are, as I said earlier, in the middle of a Canadian winter. And we are barbecuing outside in our outdoor kitchen. Our little baby potatoes, folks, that Miss Betty is doing here in the house this evening. And I think she's going to add some cheese. Here she goes. Okay, this is Mexican style cheese, I do believe. It's 3 cheeses in the package. Mexican style is indeed correct. So we're going to put a bit of cheese on these baby potatoes. Okay, we do have Ruffles and Rosie here as well. Okay, 3 cheeses going on these baby potatoes. Our corn is all ready, as you can see, and we will soon get the onions and the mushrooms ready as well. Here you go. Miss Katie is helping out this afternoon for our supper. She's working on the onions and the mushroom. Annal's turned in, of course. Now, I do think we need to turn the heat down just a little bit there, Miss Katie. I think it's a little bit too high. So move those onions around, and once they're sauteed and browned just a little bit, we will add in some of the sliced fresh mushrooms to go with our supper. Miss Katie, helping with supper this evening. Let's have a look at the corn, Miss Katie. Oh, they do look great, don't they? Awesome, awesome indeed. Okay, we're going to get Miss Katie to check the baby potatoes in the oven to see how the cheese is doing. Hold out the tray so we can see what's going on here. Okay, they look delish. Okay, I think we can turn this off. Okay, so poke it back in for a little while longer. And we'll turn the heat off on the oven on this stove. Okay, there we go. So that's done. So now we just need to continue working on the onions. They are starting to brown, folks. They are indeed. A little while longer before we head in the mushrooms. There we go. Let's have a look at the onions, Miss Katie. They are doing awesome. Look at that. They are sauteing. They are browning. Really, really nice. It's time to put in the sliced mushrooms. So go right ahead. Dump them in there. Mix it all around. Okay, here we go. Now, Move that all around and let the onions and the mushrooms saute together as a side dish for our supper this evening. We're having a beautiful, beautiful barbecue, folks, here at GBL, the old church, 5 Acre Homestead. How's the mushrooms and onions doing, Miss Katie?
Good.
They're doing good? Let's have a quick look.
I think we should turn them on, you think?
I think so. I think we can turn the heat off. So reach back there and turn it on the off. There you go. You got her done. Awesome. The mushrooms and onions are done. The corns are done. We're just waiting on the potatoes in the oven there. The steaks and the sausages are done. So just a few more minutes on those potatoes. Okay, Miss Betty has them in there all covered up, and they'll be done very, very soon. Man, Miss Betty has her plate all taken up. Miss Katie and I, we will be getting ours very, very soon. Here's the rest of the ingredients, folks. And Mr. Garry is going to get his plate now and start picking up some food. Onion garlic sausage and a steak, some mushrooms and onions, go. Now move over here, and I also need to get some of these baby potatoes with cheese. Put some of them on my plate. Look at that. They look delish. They look delish indeed. And I also need to get a piece of corn. There we go. Let me get a piece of corn on there. Here we go. Some baby potatoes, corn, mushrooms and onions, New York steak, and an onion garlic sausage. Money shot right there, folks. New York steak with mushrooms and onions, onion garlic sausage, fresh corn, and potatoes, baby potatoes with cheese. A great, great feast this evening here at GBL, the old church, 5 Acre Homestead. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in our next video. Bye for now. I didn't like my supper, folks. There you go. All gone, and enjoy. See you later, folks. Take care.